So this is GoPro's new 360-degree camera, the Max 2. Folks have been waiting a long time for this camera. Its predecessor came out in 2019, so has it been worth the wait? We are in the heat of tech season, which means that I don't have a ton of time to run around testing action cameras, sadly. But I do have a beautiful day in New York, so we are riding to Coney Island. Gonna ride some rides, definitely eat some hot dogs, and put the Max 2 to the test. As is the case with most tech launches, you're gonna see a lot of marketing today. And when it comes to this camera, it's gonna be all about how this is true 8K, which is both an improvement over the original Max that topped out at 5.6K, but also a slight jab at Insta360 and DJI, whose cameras technically top out at 7.4 and 7.2K if you're counting active pixels and not the pixels that overlap because of stitching. Oh man, all that number talk, it doesn't so much matter to me, so long as the camera can produce an image that's good looking and true to life. And the Max 2 does that, but at a cost. I'm Becca, I take tech outside. Let's talk Max 2. Shooting with the GoPro Max 2 is easy, especially if you're coming from the first Max, because not much has changed. It's still a black box with a slightly larger screen, a new heat distribution design on the front, a slightly larger battery, and most importantly, lenses that can be very easily removed and replaced. No tools needed. It can shoot 10-bit log 8K spherical video at up to 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second at 5.7K. There are also 6 mics and a new feature called FOV audio that can match audio to your field of view when reframing. Sadly, this feature hasn't been available during my testing, and truthfully, I haven't been all that impressed with the mics on the Max 2 either, so let's hope that that feature works very well. All right, how about a little mic test? So just riding through the park. It's a beautiful September day. Still a little warm out, but you can feel the coolness in the air. Arguably my favorite time of the year. The only problem is a little too cold to swim. And if you know me, you know I love a swimming hole. There's a clear winner there, and it's definitely not the GoPro. But while we're here, let's talk image quality, Max 2 versus X5. If you plan on doing any shooting at night, Insta360's pure video mode blows GoPro out of the water. Although you can often see its smoothing effects, the image is so much brighter, and therefore usable. However, during the day, I found that the GoPro's image is a bit sharper, and I just prefer its color science. It's a bit more magenta, blues aren't as punchy. And the GoPro's image feels less processed. Look at the sky here. The X5 wants to make it blue so bad. The GoPro's not afraid to overexpose it. Either way, without zooming into the far reaches of the earth, both cameras can produce a clear image, so it really just comes down to the color science that you prefer. And well, if you'll be shooting at night or not. Now, like I said at the top of this video, I haven't had a ton of time to use Max. I've only shot about maybe 64 gigs of footage over the span of 3 or 4 days. But in that short time, I have noticed a few pros and cons. Start with pros. Its quick release mount is just that, super quick and reliable. The battery life was good. That day I was at Coney Island, I shot about 50 gigs of footage, and when I got home, I had 15% battery left. Changing settings is intuitive and easy, and that new lens design that allows you to fix broken or scratched lenses without any tools, that's incredible, and a first in the consumer 360 space. Cons are, if you utilize the quick capture setting of hitting record instead of turning the camera on first, it takes a long time to boot and get shooting. And the screen, it feels really small, especially when compared to the X5. I mean, you can't even swipe around your frame on the Max 2, you can only switch between front and back lenses. But the real story of any 360 camera, or action camera for that matter, in 2025 is not its hardware or even really the camera, it's the software where you use to edit the damn footage. And unfortunately, when it comes to Max 2, man, I'm living my hell. This program sucks. And I want to show you something that I'm very proud of that I built mostly myself with Framer's help. Check that out. That is one good looking link tree. Shout out to Mike Cuss for this design as well. If you're a fan of the channel, you have heard me talk about Framer before. Framer is a no-code website building tool that looks, feels, and works just like a design tool. And allows you to launch like blogs, websites, or in my case, a link tree without needing a developer. For my new site I just built, I started with one of the hundreds of templates. Then I put in my own photos, my own information, and in less than an hour, I had an eye-catching place for all things Becca to live. God, I am so in love with this site. I mean, look at this hover state. This is sick. But of course, you can start from scratch, or you can migrate a website over from Webflow or WordPress, or you can even take a Figma design and make it a site. If you've never coded a website, but you love website design like me, I cannot recommend Framer enough. It's simply fun to just play around with. And then once you're hooked, there are tons of tutorials to help you dive deeper. There's a link down in my bio if you want to try out Framer today. Thank you, Mike Cuss, for designing the template that I used. Thank you, Framer, for sponsoring this video. Now back to the show. Today, I'm gonna try to edit all of the footage that I shot yesterday at Coney Island. Wish me luck. In a world where a lot of 360 cameras can produce great images, the experience of using one is almost entirely based on how the reframing software feels. With GoPro footage or .360 files, you currently have 3 options. You can reframe in the Quick app, which is by far the most plug and play. First, you download the clip directly from your camera, then you trim it, crop it, add pre-made movements, apply subject tracking, color looks, your own keyframes, and then you export it. Bada bing, you got a flat video. Your second option is that you can use the very limited GoPro Player app for desktop. Here you only have a few controls, such as cropping and custom keyframing. And I learned the hard way that you can only import 1 clip at a time. Let's input some footage. All of it, baby.
Did it just open up? No. No. Oh my god. It opens up every clip individually? Oh. This is horrible. Oh my god, my computer just froze. Are you kidding me? No. No. Quit. Please. Get me out of here. No.
This is my hell. This is my literal hell.
B, what's up? I was just gonna ask if it would be okay if I closed the door.
Yeah. So bad your partner is like, please.
Bye.
So I have to open every clip individually? Oh yeah. You open each clip individually, you edit it, and then you export it. The next option is a plugin. But in order to use the Premiere plugin or the DaVinci plugin, you first have to transcode your footage through this app. And for that, you can upload all your footage at the same time. GoPro claims that by the end of this year, you won't have to transcode your footage in order to use it with the plugin in Premiere, but during my use, that wasn't the case. So after an hour of processing, I had 50 gigs of footage, and I got to try option number 3, the Adobe Premiere plugin, which was fine, but definitely a bit laggy on my M1 MacBook Pro, which doesn't often struggle for me, despite its age. And when it came towards the end of the edit and I just needed a bit more footage to fill in gaps here and there, I ended up just using the single lens on the Max 2, which is the widest single lens POV you can get in the GoPro lineup, and one that I absolutely adore. It's almost worth buying this camera just to have that. Just knowing that I don't have to edit any of that footage I just shot, oh my god. That feels damn good. Stick in the shot or not, I don't give a damn, man. So that's the story of the Max 2. I was hoping to see more here. I'm not quite sure it was worth the wait, especially on the software side. I feel like we are exactly where we were in 2019. So if you're coming from Insta360, you got nothing to worry about, stick where you're at. But if you're a GoPro fan and you like GoPro Color, then yeah, you'll love this. And for $500, it's a very competitive price. GoPro, just please fix the audio and start rolling out some better software. I'm Becca. If you like this, subscribing to me in the world. I'll see you in the next one, bud.